You're staring at your test, and you know this question. You've seen it before. You even remember where it was in your notes, but for some reason, you just can't pull up the answer. And it makes no sense, especially since you drilled this info into your brain, repeating it over and over again. But that's the real problem. Memorization isn't just about repetition. That's bullshit. Repeating something a million times is actually one of the slowest and worst ways to remember anything. So let me show you an easier and way more fun way to actually remember things. With these techniques, you'll be able to memorize anything in just 1 week. And it all starts with mental images. Your brain already does this automatically. It turns words into pictures. That's why you remember stories so well. When you read a great book, you don't just see words. You picture the characters, the places, the action, like a movie playing in your head. And that's the secret. Visualization is key to remembering anything. But what if I'm not good at visualizing? That's not true. Everyone can visualize. If you can recognize faces, if you can picture your bedroom without looking at it, then you already know how. Visualization isn't some special talent. It's just a skill you can get better at. And one of the best ways to boost your memory is through art. When you draw, paint, or make visual connections, you activate more parts of your brain. That means your memory gets stronger and works way better. So next time you study, try sketching out ideas or even cutting pictures from magazines. When you turn information into visual stories, your brain locks it in. But to really make this work, you need structure. That's where the link method comes in. Think of it like building a mental movie. Instead of memorizing random facts, you connect them into a story. And here's why it works so well. Your brain loves connections. It naturally remembers events, patterns, and relationships. When info is linked together, it sticks way easier. This method takes boring lists and turns them into memories that actually last. But what if you have a lot to memorize? Stories alone might not be enough. That's when you use places to organize your memory. This is called the journey method. It's simple. You take a place you know, your house, your school, your favorite coffee shop, and you mentally place the information in different spots. Then, when you need to remember something, you just walk through that space in your mind and pick up the info. Since your brain is really good at remembering places, this method makes recalling information fast and effortless. Now, if you've ever felt like info is just floating around in your head with no real order, that's because traditional note-taking doesn't work. Instead of writing everything in a long, boring list, try mind mapping. It's an easy way to lay out ideas so they actually stick. Just put your main topic in the middle of a blank page and start branching out with key ideas that connect to it, kind of like a web. As you go, add details, keywords, doodles, or whatever helps you remember. The more visual and engaging it is, the better your brain will hold on to the info. Don't be afraid to get creative with your mnemonics. Mind maps help you see both the big picture and the little details all at once. Since this is how your brain naturally sorts information, remembering things gets so much easier. The more you try out new techniques, the less you have to struggle. And before you know it, you'll see just how strong your memory really is.